Victoria hand is a must get, especially if you enjoy playing a certain archetype. What archetype? It's right there in her name, for crying out loud. Okay, we'll get to how she works in a bit, but first, who is Victoria Hand? Victoria Louise Hand was an accountant for S.H.I.E.L.D. who didn't particularly like Nick Fury and how he handled things, and she was very vocal about it. Fast forward to the aftermath of the Secret Invasion, where Norman Osborn rose to power and became the Iron Patriot. You can check out how that went in the previous video I did. Now, after the Skrulls were defeated, S.H.I.E.L.D. was deemed compromised and unable to do its job, so the organization was transformed into Hammer, and the director of Hammer, Norman Osborn. He appointed Victoria Hand as his deputy and tasked her with exposing anyone still loyal to Nick Fury, Tony Stark, or Captain America. And after Osborn was outed as being the villain that he was, Victoria Hand was surprisingly assigned to assist the new Avengers by none other than Steve Rogers. Lots of spy business later, she's revealed to be a triple agent, pretending to work for Captain America while pretending to work for Norman Osborn, while really working for Captain America. She ultimately meets her demise though at the hands of Daniel Drum, aka the brother of Dr. Voodoo. In Marvel Snap, Victoria Hand is a 2-energy, 3-power card with the ability Ongoing. Your cards that were created in your hand have +2 power. So the theme of this first week of the Dark Avengers season is definitely hand generation, right? All of those cards that your Iron Patriot, Agent Coulson, Moon Girl, etc. are generating, they now get a +2 power buff with Victoria Hand in play. Insert joke about Victoria Hand doing more good not being in hand. That aside, of course, if you're playing lots of cards that were not originally in your deck, well, Mockingbird gets a big discount from that. Victoria Hand comes to the Spotlight Caches with Grandmaster, a fun card for sure, but one that requires more work than it's worth, I feel. And Hawkeye Kate Bishop, who actually has really nice synergy with Victoria Hand because Hawkeye Kate Bishop generates those arrows in your hand.
Do we have a problem?
And if Victoria Hand gets out of hand, Enchantress and Rogue are her best counters. Now, you know what I said about Iron Patriot in my previous video? It applies to Victoria Hand as well. Even more so, I feel, because with Iron Patriot, you can also kind of stick him into other archetypes. He'll be that nice random card generator for you. With Victoria Hand, she's much more narrow in her usage. If you want to play the hand generation archetype,